Welcome back to What's on Yours, a weekly chat about books and movies. I'm Michael Hennessy,
And I'm Cindy Smith.
and we are in Labor Day weekend just passed.
Labor Day weekend just passed.
Schools opened?
Our pools were closed, but the city of Montreal had their pools open.
Okay. You were very warm this past week.
Yes, it was like 40 degrees.
40 was us yesterday, yes.
Yeah.
So that was pretty hot stuff. And schools are opened.
Yes.
Everyone's all the children are back in school from kindergarten through to high school. Colleges are filled up, and there's lots of reading going on.
Exactly. Tons of reading.
Yeah, so we just did a trip to the RSPCA used bookstore. Got a lot of books. The kids are all filled up. What about yourself?
I'm always buying books,
Yeah.
even though technically I should not because,
You've got a few left to read.
Yeah, as you can see, they're starting to like double and triple stack again.
Ah, I see.
So I have to curb, but I can't because I love to buy new books.
Do you bring books to the library for donation, or what do you do with all the extras?
Usually I try, depending on what they are, like I'll give them to friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually want to try to like save my young adult books and see if the high school wants some.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, that's one of the things. A lot of schools have been losing their libraries. They say, well, with internet, the kids just research online and they don't really go to their internet. I mean, that's what happened with our old high school library.
Yeah. Well, for us here, our school board has cut like all the elementary librarians. So all our elementary schools don't have a librarian in the library.
Mm. Yeah.
And you want to figure out like what's going to happen with the kids. Like, is that going to be totally like pushed to the side and they're not going to make use of a library, like where the kids are going to be able to take out books like on a continuous basis?
You need to give books a fighting chance for kids' attention. You gotta start that
That's
early, because by the time they're in their 10 and into their teens, there's so much competing for their attention. If they haven't had a start early, books don't stand a chance.
Exactly, and I think what's going to happen is, these school libraries are going to end up losing books because there's going to be really nobody there to be held accountable. Like, I don't know what the plan is, if they're going to ask for parent volunteers,
right,
to pick up the slack. But, like, who's going to take the inventory to let the school knows, like, how many books are in the library, what's in the library?
Right.
So I don't know how that's going to play out.
Yeah. So how's your book stack going? Are you still doing a couple from the BEA, or are you looking at something new?
I haven't had an interest in reading since, I guess, our last show, which was 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 weeks ago. So, and I picked up a book and I read it this week. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you think when you're rolling back into it, will you be doing BEA, or is there something that you want to get into?
See, I've tried to pick up books and I don't know if it's just because of everything that's happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no interest or desire to read.
Right.
Like, I pick up something like, that doesn't sound like I want to read it. So, I don't know.
I think you need to find the right one at the right time.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I know the books that I've been getting mostly have been for the kids. I mean, we dropped off recycling, and then with the recycling money, we went to this bookstore and we got 25 books this weekend.
Oh, very nice.
A lot of the scholastics are just cheap. They're like $5 for $1 or $10 for $1, whatever. So they picked out, or 25 cents. So they picked out a bunch of books. Samuel and Daniel did, and they picked out a few for Catherine. That's great. I don't get to pick books. I get a book occasionally. We might have a guest. We might have a guest here.
We might have a guest.
Hi.
Yay!
How are you? You are one of the readers in this house. How are you doing? Hey? You gonna say hi? Yes. Okay. So she's
That's
one
it.
of the
Oh,
readers here.
you have to treat yourself and get a book.
I think, yeah. I've been spending a lot of time reading scripts. I just finished a large set of notes on the script last night. I didn't realize I would. I took a look after I wrote it all. It was like 2,000 words. I don't normally write that much,
Wow.
but yeah. Right. So, but I do have a couple books. I have, I think Joyland. I use Stephen King. I think it's Joyland. So it's about the carnival. I've got that book. I bought that. I was wound up in the dollar store or something like that, so I got that.
Dollar Store has amazing books.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have to be kind of picky when you go, like, no expectations when you go in.
Right.
But
You might
you
find
can always
a gem
find
in there.
a book.
You might find a gem in there.
That's it. Yeah.
And the used bookstore too. I mean.
Exactly. Nothing wrong with used bookstores.
Right. I mean, if there's something I want to keep. I mean, when it's time for Daniel to read like Harry Potter or something, that's where I'll grab them.
That's it. Well, there's some books you need to have like a brand new copy. I don't know. It's just my particular preference. But I mean, I don't mind like if reading secondhand books. Yeah.
So,
and the library is another great place.
Yes, the library is a very good place too. So
yeah.
So that's it for the reading part. It was one was a drama from a writer in Toronto, returning soldiers, and then PTSD. So that was one of the scripts, and then there was I read a couple of other scripts as well for that were made into movies, just because you keep reading them and it becomes ingrained the format and the cadence, and just like if you wanna write, you have to read the good stuff, right?
That's it.
So, and I'm working on. I'll be working on a script rewrite this month. I'm not going to get that up to people to read, and I'll also be working on novel draft. So. That's where I am with that. What about movies? Have you seen movies or shows?
I haven't seen anything really. I'm still watching like tons of Coronation Street just because that's something I enjoy. I sadly have ditched Big Brother.
That's a big news for you right there.
It is, yeah. And I think a lot of people from the boards that I've been reading have kind of did the same thing.
Okay.
They failed, and that's been it.
What about Bachelor? Bachelor, was there Bachelor Island or something?
Bachelor in Paradise. It wrapped up last night. Surprisingly, there was one engagement.
Okay.
I don't know if that's going to last. And I think possibly two couples have decided to try it in the real world. So.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But even that too, I wasn't watching it every single week, so.
Okay.
Yeah. It was supposed to be mindless summer entertainment, and yeah.
No?
It happened.
Well, there used to be some one-offs. I think there was one. The Island, I think, was what it was. It was kind of like that. It sounds like what Bachelor Paradise was.
Oh, I think, yeah, something like that.
There's some other ones like that. Yeah. But
yeah.
And Survivor's not up again until the fall then, or what?
Survivor doesn't start for a couple of weeks maybe in the fall.
Okay. Anything on the fall schedule that you're kind of interested in?
I saw a preview for Blood and Oil with Don Johnson and Chase Crawford.
Okay.
That seemed kind of promising.
Okay.
And then there was kind of, I think it was a dystopian, futuristic kind of show.
Okay.
Can't remember the name of it though. And it sounded good.
I'm okay. Trying to catch up with some Netflix things.
Yeah.
Things like Narcos.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but I saw like a little clip of it.
Yeah.
So
I mean that I was about halfway through that when we went for a week vacation without internet access. So
I put them on.
you put them on. So we're going back to Netflix now. Now we're back with internet access, and I saw there's a bunch of new shows added on. Some really good
I
ones.
saw that. Yeah.
You know, so Narcos is one I want to watch. Sense8, another one on Netflix I want to watch.
Hi.
And I'm gonna have to take a look. I have the newspaper, giving an outline of all the new shows for the fall. I'll see if there's anything interesting that appeals to me. I mean, there's some returning shows that are good as well. I mean, a lot of sophomore seasons where whether it's going to keep going or not. It's kind of interesting. A lot of people are primed to see whether Empire keeps up the fantastic thing, because Empire, every episode it had grew in ratings. So they're waiting to see what's in store for the second season.
Yeah. Quite a few new and returning shows coming out.
Yes, I mean there's got to be some staples that are that people are waiting to come back to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go over in the family room, okay? Go over there. You're making a lot of work for Daddy on the editing. I'll tell you that, hon. What's that? Are you cool? Are you Joe Cool? Okay. So, right. I can edit that, no problem.
Yeah.
Right. So, and what do you have planned for the fall? Is there any movie festivals or any book festivals, book fairs, anything like that coming up?
Nothing this fall, but in the winter time, I'm going to attempt to go to the Ontario Library Association annual convention.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to go to that one. That's the end of January in Toronto. So
Okay. Wow.
I'm going to attempt that.
Interesting. And you've not been to one before?
No, this will be the first time, because I kind of took BEA over going there.
Okay. Now, what's the difference? What's the difference between the two?
The Ontario Library Association is geared towards librarians,
Okay.
but they do have a day that is reserved that the public can go.
So is it a lot of publishers that show up, or what exactly is it? Is it they're trying to get the libraries to buy their books to...
Exactly.
Okay.
And it's Canadian publishers that will be there.
Oh, Macmillan and that, yeah.
Yeah, and it's not as big as Book Expo.
Right. Okay.
It's a smaller, low-key event. So, that's it. That's my plans for the fall and early winter.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi there. How are you doing? What's your favorite book this week? Which Caillou? Caillou Watches Rosie?
Yes.
Caillou Watches Rosie is Kat's pick of the week.
That's it.
Do you
My Michael liked Caillou.
Caillou, see? She has a boy named Michael. He liked Caillou. Okay.
Thomas the Train.
Okay. So Caillou Watches Rosie is your pick of the week, right? Is that true? Yes. Movies. I watched a few movies at the cottage just to catch up.
Okay.
We didn't have cable TV. We didn't have internet, so I brought a selection of movies, like a tub of movies. And yeah, movies at the cottage. And they watched some Curious George videos, but after the children were all in bed, I watched Jaws, which is a great one for the cottage.
So that's a
Swimming in the water.
great beach one.
Yeah, it's a great beach one. Watched Contact. Dirty Dancing was a good summer one, of course. I watched Contact because on the weekend we sat out and we saw huge northern lights, and the stars were phenomenal, and it was a blood red moon. All that at once. It's pretty amazing. So watch Contact just because, outer space and all that stuff. And then I watched Kill Bill Volume 1. Okay? And we watched, with the kids, I watched Babe, the talking pig movie, and they really, really liked it. They really liked it.
Sorry. So this is why we need to do a children's episode.
Yeah, I think maybe we do. We get the children and see what's going on in their age bracket for books. And
Exactly.
What do you think? You think that's a good idea? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah. I'll have to work on that for a ped day.
Hey? You're saying bye-bye. Well, I guess that's the cue to wrap up everything then.
That's it.
So,
That's our cue.
Do you have a pick of the week?
I'm going to recommend George by Alex Gino. It's a middle grade book.
Okay.
It's really good. I read it this week. It's about a 10-year-old boy who discovers he's transgender.
Okay.
And then he finally tells people that he's not a boy, that he's a girl.
Oh, okay.
It's a cute little...
So this is like a boy, like Boy George. Is that where they're going with it? Like,
I'm not sure, but I mean...
I got the boy.
Yeah.
It's a cute book. It says be who you are, and
okay.
I thought it was a great little book.
Neat. Where'd you pick that up?
I picked that up at a little independent bookstore we have here called Babar Books.
Oh, okay. Is it far away or?
It's just maybe like not even 10 minutes from my house.
Okay, cool. Yeah, support independent bookstores.
That's it. And it's a cute little children's, middle grade, young adult little bookstore.
Okay, cool. That's
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah.
You gotta support the local independent bookstores because before you know it,
That's
they're gonna be gone. And some people's attitudes towards bookstores are kind of annoying.
Exactly.
I think a lot of people's attitudes toward them are short-sighted, and they're going to regret not having bookstores
Exactly.
eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, my pick, I'll just go back over. I'll say the two classics that I mentioned. Jaws, can't go wrong with that. It's a good movie, and Contact. Contact, right, Catherine? Contact. Yes. You didn't see either one of those. But you think they're good, right?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up, Catherine. Okay. You gonna be the mystery reviewer for children's books? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Well, then you can't be really mystery if you take your glasses off. Okay. So, very good. Well, until the next episode.
Exactly.
I hope you do well.
You too.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you. We'll talk to you later.
Alrighty.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.